Hi everyone. How's it going, boys?
That was a new intro.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
You just made that up.
Yeah, if you
what was
notice,
that all
we got some new cheers. Gents, we
Cheers.
got some new swag, guys. Here we go. Soundkape, we funded some outside of our budget here. Now we got like some
No.
mini merch. Let's
Thanks to our sponsor, Ray.
let's have a sip. Yeah.
YouTube.
Oh, beautiful.
Delicious. Thanks for making the coffee, Dex.
Yeah, no problem. Shout out to it's Americano. Shout out to our friend Jojo, for getting us coffee. Pre-sponsored.
Yeah, not too bad. So since we had a lot of fun on our first run, and how are you guys since? What
Yeah,
you guys up
good.
to?
Busy.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
nice.
It's been good. I think like what you said right now, the first episode or whatever we've filmed so far.
Right.
I think I just want to thank everybody for supporting us so far, and it's been such a good. I think it's a good. What do you call it? Feedback and
Yeah, thank you for the warm welcome. We
Yes.
we felt a lot of love. We had a lot of fun, and then now we're gonna keep on going. Continue to talk about music, our love for music, and our love for coffee, and everything in between in our respective lives. Right. So thank you guys for bringing us to your living room, to your computer, to your break time, to your de-stress time. So yeah, happy to keep on going. Right.
Cool.
That's right.
So, gents, from our last conversation, we want to touch about the life of audiophiles, right? So, but before we dive into that, let's get into some coffee business, right? Like, where was the last great coffee that you guys have tried? Next to this one.
Except the one I brew at home.
Next to this one, right?
Well, I think I'm kind of biased with that because I've been experimenting a lot of coffee at home and just brewing myself, different beans. And I think, like I said, people know me for loving dark roast still, and I like old Italian dark roast coffee, and I just do mainly Americano or espresso anyway. And yeah, so the last one I've had, where was it? I can't really remember.
Because you keep making Nespresso.
Yeah. And just to be, transparent, like I do like Nespresso just for the quickies. I would call it the quickies. Because since if I have meetings, at work or something,
Right,
I just
right.
have to brew it right away. I don't have to
Absolutely.
wait 40 minutes for my machine to warm up to make
Ooh,
my coffee.
okay.
The ritual and
Right,
stuff like that.
right,
but,
right.
But again, nothing wrong with that because I find peace in making my own coffee and.
I think there's time and place for that, and I wanna give you a shout out on some of your vlogs. It's a process. It's partly therapeutic in
Yes.
making the coffee on a Saturday morning when you're not rushing to check
Exactly.
your inbox and go to work. That's part of the morning routine of the to kick off your weekend, right?
But
Yeah.
or even at lunchtime, like when I'm working during the day, and then
Right.
because if you're so busy in the morning, you're packed with meetings.
Right.
That half an hour making that coffee or that cup of coffee in at lunchtime, that resets my mindset. That resets my peace when I'm about to tackle the half of
the
next-
mental reset, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then
100%.
when
right.
I try to tackle the next half of the day,
Right.
I'm ready again.
Right,
So
right.
that's what I like about that pause or that mental pause in the middle of the day.
How about you, Ray? What's where are you gonna take me for coffee? What's your last coffee? Good.
Where am I gonna take you for
Yeah,
coffee?
yeah,
Oh,
where-
that's a
what's a
good
good
one.
coffee?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. We should.
There's a bunch, right? So
Let's start with the first one.
we can do. The one downtown. What's that place called? DuPont something DuPont.
Oh,
915?
915.
Yeah.
Rooms Coffee.
Yes, Rooms Coffee. It's got a ton of like vintage, I want to say, backdrop and decor. From what I've seen on Instagram, and shout out to the store owner because he also manages the one restaurant that I go to on a Thursday night. It's called Tabasaki. So shout out.
Yeah, I want to try that. You told me about the
Okay,
wings
okay.
on a midnight wing
Yeah.
run.
Okay,
I
let's
gotta
not
try
get
that.
sidetracked
Sorry.
with chicken
Okay.
wings.
Okay,
Yeah.
because we
But-
can talk chicken wings for like a 10
Exactly.
episode.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be like
Sorry.
Yeah. So that same owner manages the DuPont, and I've been super curious on actually hitting it up. So
Nice.
we should definitely
Yeah.
like check that
There's a
location out.
Yeah, there's a couple places that I enjoyed around downtown. Sam James Coffee,
Sam James.
and
Okay.
also Dark Horse.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Dark
right.
Horse. Which one though? Which location?
Ah.
Any of them?
I've only been two, but I get the drip coffee. I'm plain Jane. I'm plain drip black coffee recently. I rarely diverge into the specialty coffees right now.
Yeah.
I just go for the black ones. Yeah.
So, but what type of roast do you go for when you're asking
Like
for
what
drip?
Dex said, like I'll start with a dark roast,
Mm-hmm.
right, and then Italian. But lately, there's a few that I venture like Sumatra. Is that like me? I just like my coffee hot. Whatever's in front of me. So it's like
I like it
I'm
hot
I'm not-
and black.
I'm not like tired. However, yeah, like that's a coffee. But like,
No, but
yeah.
because again, a lot of people are particular about the beans and where they come from and stuff.
Yeah.
So
the coffee game has definitely elevated right
Yes.
now, especially in a city, metropolitan city like Toronto, right? So, speaking of, sorry, go ahead, Dex.
actually, sorry, I forgot to mention. So the last coffee that I had was from Bewood Coffee. It was a trailer truck. I want to say I wouldn't call them truck. Yes. It's a trailer coffee. They only do events, so they're only in events
Gotcha.
places.
It's like pop-ups, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Bewood Coffee was really good. I caught them at First Markham.
Right.
No, around the. Sorry.
Was that the town hall though?
Yeah, the city of
hall.
Markham. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So they were parked there, and then had a great experience with them. I made a reel about them, and yeah, you should check them out. Bewood Coffee, good cookies, good coffee.
There's a lot. There's a lot in the city for coffee, and what else is growing is the whole vinyl culture, the whole audiophile culture that we want to really dive into in this episode. So,
Yes.
audiophile music, guys. Let's start it off. Ray, do you want to kick us off on what do you mean by audiophile? How do you understand by audiophile?
That's a loaded question.
And I think that's a good question for somebody that again doesn't know what audiophile is.
100%, yeah.
And I think you have an idea what audiophile is because you know me for now, and I've just been
Yeah.
fanatic of the gear that I have
Yeah.
and the type of.
Are the audiophiles gear or the actual sound quality? Because sound is not tangible, right?
You know,
So, yeah.
you know what? Wait.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Let me answer
All
this
right.
first. So, to me, there's two kinds of audiophiles, I
Go.
would say.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get maybe slack for this, but there's two types of audiophile. There's the gear first audiophile,
Right.
and there's the music first audiophile. Okay, so
Okay. So
I
that's
ki-
the community.
You're both.
I try to be in the between of it, just because again, people when you get sucked into this world and it's a deep wormhole, right, or deep rabbit hole or something deep. But anyway, it just
It's just deep, man.
you just go deep.
It's just deep. Like
No,
that's it.
but
We got it, man. It's deep. Yeah.
Anyway, you get lost. You get lost in terms of when you go down the audio equipment route, in the gear, you'll just, you can go from like buying a regular turntable to like a $10,000 turntable.
I
That's
get it. There's the gear
Yes.
and there's the product, the quality,
Yes.
right?
Yes. But
Ray.
but I think
Yeah. So
I want to know what you
Yeah, he's about to say it.
sorry.
Go, Ray.
these guys are hilarious.
Land the plane, man.
No. For me, if we go back, like my first audio file, to my understanding, is like my very first cassette player. So like
Alright.
my first Walkman, right? So start from there.
Wow, we're
so-
going way back.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's how it
But
began.
That's right, that's right,
That's
that's
the
right.
history, right? So before even I was introduced to a CD, it was my first my first tape was, I think I bought Crisscross and Boyz II Men album, right?
Right. For kids, for those
Let's
of you
not
who don't know what
judge-
CD is, it's
Okay.
compact disc.
This
right?
was
Yeah.
back in
Crisscross.
Yeah, bro. This was
Wow,
back in the
alright.
early '90s.
Yes, yes,
Right,
yes,
early
yes, yes.
'90s, and I would bring this Walkman everywhere with me.
Right.
To school, my friends
like a
would be
walking
like,
Star Lord,
"What are you
yeah.
listening to? What are you listening
yeah,
to?" And then when the Michael Jackson Bad album. No, not that one. The
Bad, the one with the white cover and he's wearing a leather jacket.
Yes.
And then with
So
the graffiti.
I was able to convince my parents to like, hey, I love this album. Can we buy it?
Michael Jackson, it's hits
Right.
after hits. Right?
So I had three cassettes that I own personally, and then from there, like, it's done from like a CD player. What was my first album with CD? I'm trying to recall. On the tip of my mind, it's on Vogue for some reason. I don't know.
Wow.
But
Ray just keeps coming out with the classics.
So okay, hang on.
but yeah, like, so again with Audiophile, that's how I learned to listen and understand different sound quality. There's a
Right,
much of
right.
a difference, obviously, from
Right.
from a cassette to a
To
CD.
Okay, that's a
when
progression.
when from analog to digital, right?
Hang on. So okay. So now we're like,
I'm curious.
I'm gonna pull the curtain a little bit. So you're talking about cassette. My first one, from my recall, is like Rick Astley from the Philippines. Rick Astley.
Good thing I didn't drinking my coffee.
Mr. Rick Astley, right? The cassette. And yes, we have the whole recording culture where like there's different levels of blank tapes, blank cassette. The metal one is the high end. When you have the metal, when you do recording from a turntable to the cassette, the audio quality is a lot crisper. It's a lot better. Next, you're smiling. 'Cause
Wait,
you know what
wait.
I'm talking about.
Wait.
We're going way back here.
Wait, do you
Oh my
remember
gosh.
the bootlegs?
Yes,
Because
the bootlegs.
there's bootlegs of
Yes.
tapes.
Tapes.
Because they're mixed. They're called
Mixtapes.
They're called mixtapes, but they're not called mixtapes because they're bootleg tapes. Remember this? This is
That's
the one.
the term
Wait.
mixtape is from a cassette.
Yes.
Cassette. We're like, yo, I wanna put out different songs for the girls or for like.
Yeah.
It's always about. There's always a girl in the equation, ladies and gentlemen.
How did you guys do that?
No. Wait. Let me explain the bootleg. The bootleg tapes were basically they don't want to pay for the rights of the original songs.
Okay.
So they're sung by different people, but
So of
and
other Filipinos or whatever.
other artists.
Why do you
Okay,
have to
okay.
say Filipino?
because
Other
we're
artists.
we're
The
super
Philippines,
talented.
but-
No. Shut out.
But no, I'm just saying. So for them to get away that it's not like a copyrighted. So there's copyright since a long time ago.
But I think what Ray was saying, like for example, like if you're curating your playlist for the current term right now, what we do, we have the boombox. There's a single tape boombox and there's a double tape boombox.
Yes.
So the double tape boombox, you put the original, you pick the song,
Yes.
and you
take-
put the blank tape, you record
Yo.
it, and then you
Yeah,
put
you dub
stop,
it.
and then you keep.
Well, that's
you,
how you
okay.
get mixtapes.
you curate different artists on that one mixtape.
Yeah, that's
That's
you
why
get
it's called
mixtape.
mixtape.
Okay.
That's
So I
right.
just learned so much right
That's right.
now.
Okay.
That was cool.
We
Because
pulled it back.
well,
Wow, we pulled it back.
no, because
This is gonna be another whole episode.
no, yeah, I know,
right, yeah.
because like my mixtape was like literally here's a radio station, here's my boombox.
We do that too.
And
do
then,
that too.
and
do
then
that
just
too.
like copy the sound and
Right,
then just
right.
hit record.
Yeah,
That-
but then you okay before Spotify, before Tidal, before everything.
Napster.
How you curate playlists is by doing what Q said.
Right.
On like selecting
Right,
the
right.
proper music that you want.
The radio culture back in the Philippines, even now, it's so vibrant.
Yeah.
We have a favorite station, we have a favorite DJ, and we have a favorites that we expect that. For example, shout out to Friday Magic Madness. It plays retro music all day, and it just
Wait, are they still
creates a
on
lot-
air now?
They still on air. They're
Weren't they
still
banned because
no, no. They're still on air. They're like alive and kicking, man. Yeah. So that's what we do. We have the we have the radio. If we like the song, bam, we click record. Right
Yeah,
away.
and we're literally waiting
Right.
for it. We're waiting for it. And because for me, it was so difficult to listen to R&Bs in London. So I would have to
London, UK?
Ontario. So I would have to fine tune the frequency to a Detroit station and respect to
Oh,
WJLB
Detroit.
for Quiet Storm from 10 p.m. all the way down to midnight, and I would just continuously listen to the.
So
radio.
you're the only house that's.
Dude.
I'm just kidding. London, Ontario, much love.
But
Right, yeah.
mind you, like the place where I lived, it was much closer to Detroit, so the radio
So
frequency
that's pretty
could
cool.
hit.
So then that means you were getting different types of music
Yes.
than what
Yeah.
they're playing in Toronto.
Oh, I could never hear anything from Toronto because I didn't know any radio stations from Toronto at that time. My closest was from Detroit, Windsor, or whatever is playing in London.
Okay,
Small town love, yeah.
wait. So pull back from what you were
Okay,
saying. What
so then,
audiophile
audiophile.
is.
Let's go back to audiophile.
No. But
Yeah,
I think this is where we're kind of aligned now. Because again, before Q even asked us about this, I think this is what's different now. Like this is what I'm mentioning earlier, that you're music first audiophile, because the music, again, it's a chicken and egg thing, right?
So it's not about the quality the quality of the technicality. It's like the love for music. Is that what you're saying?
For me, I think it is.
For me, it is
So
too.
audio,
like,
if you're an audiophile, the love for
but,
music.
but it is the love for music. But and then the gear comes with it, right?
So which one? Okay, you mentioned chicken. I get it, right? Like the basketball culture, right?
Yes.
You have a good gear, or do you have game? And some people have game, they have okay gear.
Yes.
So
I
when
think-
when does
but-
it come into play? Because you cannot have good quality audio without the gear, but sometimes having the gear doesn't translate for you having good quality with the right combination.
See,
right?
but that's the thing. I think it. Maybe this is another topic for us because it comes down to the recordings.
Explain.
it's all
let's
about-
let's expand the recording.
So I think it's just regarding recordings, because again, in the 1980s, like the 80s wave, new wave synths and
right.
stuff like that. If you listen to records then or tapes then,
Right.
it's a little bit. There's a little bit thinner. Like I would describe this sound
Right.
thinner, because it doesn't sound as boomy or
Right.
bassy or whatever, because there's a lot of synthesizers involved in it.
So my brothers and I, our family, we grew up in an audiophile world. Like, shout out to my family. Like back in the Philippines, we have the business we not ours, but our relatives. It's a car accessories, right? So whenever there's like an auto show back in the Philippines, the audio is one of the forefront. You got the rims, you got but the audio is in the forefront. Speakers, amplifiers, stereos, right? The latest stereos, and back then, when someone buys a new car, they don't like the stock. They go straight to our
Upgrading
to our
the
shop
system.
to
Yeah.
upgrade it,
Yeah.
right? So yes, I get the whole I want it to sound nice.
Yes, exactly.
Is that audiophile? Because love, I
Yes.
can listen to Transistor
I think
radio,
so,
but
yeah.
because the love of music got expanded by having the gear to kind of match that sound
Well,
taste, right?
because
Yes.
you don't want it to sound like a tin can when you're inside the car. You want it to sound like a club,
there you go.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
However, when we came today, my son, born 2006, was like, Dad, I'm hearing radio. And he saw a transistor radio.
Yes.
I'm down your kitchen and he's enjoying. I'm actually looking for that tin can sound.
Yes.
That mono sound.
Because it
we're
brings
so
you back.
because we're so used to the whole
Well,
technology,
because your
right? Yeah.
phone now, it's such like you get streaming.
It's so powerful
Yeah.
that it does the job, right? Like all these let's say if you're gonna spend money on high end speakers and all that, I can get a portable speaker and
Yes.
it does the job. The party is out, yeah?
And that's what I'm trying to say. That I think the audiophile world right now, which I'm trying to send a message or trying to. That's
Right,
why I
right.
think why we created this whole channel, because the love for music and listening to music doesn't matter how much the equipment is. I think it's just as long as you enjoy the listening experience.
Is that still audiophile?
Of course it is.
Is it? Am I still part of the audiophile community if I just love the
Because-
sound of music? Or being an audiophile, you have to have a minimum base of your a gear. What's the one?
I think,
Audiophile 101. What's up with that? Right? What's
and
going
I
on?
think
right?
that's.
Yeah.
I think I'm curious to see comments about this.
Sure,
Discussion,
we
because
welcome
wanna-
that. Yeah, I
wanna
want to
know.
hear. Yeah,
or
from the
give-
community,
or
right?
DM
Yeah.
us in Instagram or whatever. Like I want to know, like, because again, I dove into this. having whatever we just said about our backgrounds and how we listened to music
yeah.
before, because it's the same as you guys, cassette tapes for me, and then CD, and then goes progression, and now like I'm into hi-fi streaming and like lossless and all that stuff. So
Music is such a sorry, Ray. Go
No,
ahead.
no, it's okay. I just want to touch on a little bit of what you were talking about when it comes down to the quality of what you're listening to or the sound that's coming out of these different devices. So when I saw your setup downstairs, I was like, dude, what is this? I was blown away.
just a bunch of bulbs.
Bunch of bulbs. Like I thought it was
Balls, it's like a bunch of balls.
I thought it was an
Balls.
amplifier, which
We should
was
do
probably
a
an
pen
amplifier.
over to kind of curate this.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can definitely show that.
I always tease Dex. We call it Sound Lounge, right? Hey, Dex, Saturday night, one summer afternoon. Or
Yeah.
Can we can I just hang out at your place and listen to some music, listen to some vinyls,
Yes.
have a cup of coffee? Can you grill a few pounds of steak while at it?
Take out the cheese and the wine at it.
Exactly, let's make it a weekly thing. I always weasel myself. No. Kidding aside, the sound. So, yeah, man, like.
Okay, so
Right.
again, so coming back to what you just said, and to this quality of the sound. So I think that's where the audiophile comes in.
Okay,
So I think
because
it's
not, you cannot just like, I love music, I'm on audio.
yeah,
No,
you're right. You're
Yeah,
right. You're
yeah.
right. Like, but there's Darko sound or John Darko.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna ask right next.
Yes.
What's a John Darko?
No,
Who
he's-
is a John Darko?
He's a YouTuber that I
Okay.
he's audio. It's audio first audiophile.
audio first.
Music.
audio
Sorry,
file.
music first audiophile. So.
Okay.
And that's where I learned the term, because me discovering music, discovering all this gear. But then I came down to it, like what we just said. It's the music that gets you to listen, obviously, not the gear, right? But there are people out there that it just depends on the gear. Because you can have...
Okay, you can have all these expensive gears and you're considered yourself audiophile without producing good music?
No. But that's the thing. It comes down to the good music. But,
Right. But they like the gear more than the music. Is that what you're
because
saying?
they're listening to the gear rather than the music, I feel like.
Listen to the gear?
Yes.
Walk me through that.
Once you get to a higher equipment price range, then you're listening.
You can hear a difference.
Of course.
It's like the orchestra is in front of you.
That's it. Like if you're gonna listen to a transistor radio through tape with an orchestra or symphony, you're not gonna get the same experience.
You're gonna get a transistor quality, yes.
But you don't get the opera house experience when you listen to a $10,000 system, maybe.
So Dex, I love music.
Yes.
I love quality music. I
Yes.
like any kind of music, but if there's quality music, yes, I'm gonna sit down and listen to it.
Yes.
Does that make me an audiophile? Right? So guys, there's two sets, right? There's two sets right here, right? Are you an audiophile gear or an audiophile
Music
sound?
first.
Music first, gear first, right?
Shout out to Darko Audio for learning that term. I learned that term, music first audiophile, and I carry it out with my passion right now with with what this Soundkape is, because again, I think that terminology kind of helped me define what I look for these days, which is music first and then the gear.
Because
second.
at the end, it's a product, it's a quality, it's the result, right? So
Yeah, that's why I said
yeah.
earlier it's a chicken and egg thing,
Right.
right?
It's fun to get the gear. Make no mistake. It's fun to
Exactly.
shop. It's fun to add to cart. It's fun to geek out on the technology side of things, right? Of whatever, right? Yeah. My son and I, when we get into something, we hey, geek out on the technology, the history, and everything, right? So you got So Ray, are you a music first or a gear first? Because guys, all these good stuff that you see here. This is all Ray with all these like
Well,
the behind the scenes. So Ray, walk us through it.
No, it's the audio first, 100%. It's the artist that actually produces what I like about them and then the interest, and then from there I'll take that. It's like, okay, so how can I listen to this now, right? Like, what is the best way to actually extract those nice sound and the lyrics and then exactly what they're looking for? Because for me, the way I was brought up and the way I started listening to music was always the beat, the sound first before the lyrics. and I didn't care too much about it because I don't know what it was, but it's always like
Beats that get you moving, get you dancing, get your
anything
Yeah.
like how I feel, because obviously I love R&B, I love hip hop, I do listen to soft rock, hard rock, you name it, right? But at the end of the day, it's it's how that translates into my mind, into my brain, and how everything gets processed.
we know Dex is we mentioned it. Dex is already in kind of like phase 2 or 3 of his audiophile setup. Like, do you have a setup at home? I don't.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
either. Like, so I was gonna ask you. It's like, so when you listen to your music,
Right.
what do you use? Do you just like put up a headphones?
Actually, I
Do
put up
you-
earphones. I have
Right.
my portable speakers. I one of my nephews like, hey uncle, can we play some music? And I played it in the car. It's like, wow, you have the volume up like how I have it, which is loud, right?
Yeah.
However, I feel that as I age, I listen to a lot more AMs, and I like what it's weird when it changes. So what I
agreed.
was back then when my dad said, okay, let's turn it down. I'm the guy right now.
Yeah,
However, I do like my music loud when I'm driving, open road.
Yeah.
Loud. So okay, so let's shift the question. Dex, not to put you on the spot, but I am putting you on the spot. You have your gear. It's a showroom downstairs.
wait.
What's yes, I am yelling again. What are your top 3 music that you're gonna play to show off your gear
Oh, okay.
on
so
the spot? What's the music?
the top 3 titles that
Top 3, like you're gonna play so you can really get the bulb, the quality of their setup.
Okay, so I think for me the top 3 right now is Eric Clapton will be the first one.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Do you have a particular music for the song?
I gotta research that.
Sure, Eric Clapton. Okay.
There's 2 Eric Clapton titles, but I think I have it. Yeah, we can put that in the description, or Eric Clapton, and then again the In the Mood for Love soundtrack, second, and 3 must be some kind of electronic music.
Sade?
Oh,
Sade? Sade.
okay,
Sorry.
Sade.
I beg your pardon. Sade?
Yes. See, I can't because I'm music for again. I'm just
Top 3.
yes.
Right?
Sade,
Yeah.
okay, Sade. Okay, yeah.
You know, in Spotify, there's a playlist called "Music to Test Your Earphones."
Yes,
Your headphones.
exactly.
I love it because it's a particular music that gives you that highs and the low of the beats, right? Yeah.
How about you? What's your top 3?
Ooh, top 3. I'll go. Well, you got to go with the classical music, right?
Which is
I don't have a particular title, but like classical music.
like
right?
Beethoven.
Like Beethoven, yeah.
Oh,
Those are
okay,
sorry,
okay,
not
Mozart.
Really?
not Jay-Z and Tupac, but the classical. Yeah, classical. Ray's giving me this look. It's like, are you
Oh,
talking
that's what I was saying.
about,
What
are you
is-
talking about Tupac?
Are you
No,
like
no, no.
East Coast,
Yeah,
West Coast?
Notorious B.I.G. No, no. It's like the symphonies, right? Those are the top, and then jazz. Jazz, because jazz will really give. And then my number 3, hey, no rules. Play the music you like to hear, but in your because that's your sound. However, if you're showing off, like I've seen that my cousin when they're like when they're trying to show off the speakers, we're trying to show off the power of the setup. There's a particular set of
Okay.
music that they put in, right?
Can
Yes.
I just
Go,
get in
100%,
here? So
yeah.
I think the audiophile world that you were
Yes.
asking earlier, I think that's what it comes down to. So I think to the genres that they listen to, that's how they build their system. So again, there's a like you just said,
So
jazz.
if I'm a classical guy, I'm a jazz guy. If I'm dance,
100%.
the technology
There's a-
changes.
there's
Drum
a-
and bass, right? Like
Yeah.
There's a whole
Right,
setup for each different kind of genres. And the way I do it is make sure I'm neutral to a lot of music.
Why is
So-
that?
Because I want to listen to a lot of different music. So I just mentioned my top 3. That's not really my
And-
top 3 because you brought in jazz. I can't even tell you my top 3 jazz.
Right.
Because
right.
there's the Dave Brubeck. There's all the other
Chet Baker, John
Chet
Coltrane,
Baker, all
yeah.
the classics, all the
Miles
all that,
Davis, right,
exactly.
right.
So all that top, it's not fair maybe to ask the top 3 because when you have a
Sure.
different setup, because
It
audiophiles
varies.
this
So
is
you
where
want-
they come in.
So you want to be the catch all, like not catch all. Sorry,
No.
sorry. Like something that could
You wanna
have a wider range.
Exactly. Enjoy the wide. So, because I go from jazz to folk to electronic music in a heartbeat,
Okay.
right? And even not country. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm not
whoa,
hitting.
whoa, whoa! I love my country. Country folks, give a shout out, some love here, and then to all our who's tune in. What kind of audiophile genre are you? Hit us up.
Or what music genre that?
Hit us
you-
up.
you
We
know.
wanna hear from you. Country has gone. Hey, country.
I'm not hitting.
no,
I'm
no, you
saying-
just hit. I just stopped you right there. Country is right there. I would go at bat. I can put a number 3 in the country. and you'll
Is
be
that
like,
where the hat come from?
buddy, country music. I my whole life is a country song right now. right now.
No,
yeah.
okay, wait. I like
Not
country
the hill-
folk. I like. I don't.
I
Can
love
we cut
country.
that?
Yeah, no, no.
He just-
I don't know. No, he didn't, I didn't even hear anything.
Yeah,
so.
country music. I'm there. I love the country music. The new country, the modern country. They have a lot of teeth in mainstream right now. It's not just for a certain, like hip hop. Hip hop is crossing over. It has crossover. It has. It's
It
a lot.
touches.
Yes,
It touches
yes,
a
yes.
lot of like the different categories in music.
That's right. That's right.
And
That's right.
that's what I love about the
That's
like,
an interesting
thing about
take.
hip-hop.
I like you mentioned that. Like the setup can vary on the actual music,
Yes.
the actual tune, the actual genre you want.
I think that's a whole other episode because if I want to touch base on what the setups are, what type of speakers, what type of turntables, and what type of amplifiers or anything like that, we can go on for like hours, right? And again, I just want to touch base. I think this is why I started this whole thing about Soundkape is because it's enjoying the music with the gear that you have and not judging what you have or what you listen to because that's where we want to be. We just to promote this whole community and build this community to just be more, enjoy what you have and enjoy the music that you really like to listen to, right?
music brings unification. A lot of
Exactly.
and some sadly, at times it gets politicized. It causes
Yes.
division. But however, actually, music brings people together.
I think so. Yeah.
Do you what when you think about music? You said you sometimes you don't even listen to the lyrics. You just listen to the beats, the music.
Yes.
What's the top?
For me, for top 3,
Sure, let's do it. Top 3. I'm all about the top 3. I'm all about the list, guys.
He's crazy.
I know.
It's so hard. It's so
Top
hard.
quiz,
I
top
don't,
quiz.
dude. Like I don't have a top 3 right now. Honestly, it's really about
Is it the
how
mood?
I feel. It is
Exactly.
about the mood. It is about the mood.
Well,
Like
you threw
you
in the
know,
Jodeci's, the Crisscross. Do
100%.
you still listen to them right now? No?
every 100%
Michael
every day.
Jackson,
Michael
right.
Jackson. Like my playlist will go on. Like like today on my way here, I was listening to Top Gun soundtrack. Right?
Right.
The original
Okay.
Top Gun
Yeah,
soundtrack in the 80s.
yeah.
Take my breath away.
No, not that one. The one when Tom Cruise started to approach that girl at the bar. That
Never
yes.
close your eyes
What? Yes.
anymore. When
Can we
I
filter
kiss
Equalizer
your
the singing?
lips. That's it. That's the
the
one.
track.
The Righteous Brothers.
That's the track.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
No, wait, is it?
No, it wasn't the Righteous Brothers.
Who is it? Check it out. It's the Righteous
I don't
Brothers.
know. It's not the
Really?
Righteous. No, it's not.
Okay, guys, it is Righteous Brothers.
This-
Look, both of them are checking
freaking
at the same
guy.
time. I love it.
No.
There's
It's
no
not. It's-
tenderness
Bro, it's
like before
yeah, it
in
is.
your
It's the Righteous Brothers.
fingertips.
Oh, he's right.
yeah, it's the Righteous
You're
Brothers.
trying hard not to show
No,
it.
it's the karaoke in this track.
baby. So the Righteous Brothers. Going back. Wow, are you
After-
are you okay? Are you
Back to the commercial
yeah,
break.
Are you feeling? Do you want a hug? Are you okay?
I know.
No, I just-
What bar? What bar was it, Ray?
Do you want a hug? Come here.
Yeah, no, like I have my playlist, like my
Wow,
pastime
he's-
playlist from
you
like
know-
the 70s to 80s and maybe
Oh.
like early 90s.
I think-
that
I
I
think-
enjoy the '70s music, the
I
funk.
freaking love
Yeah,
it. I love it.
that's go ahead.
I want to interrupt again. I just remembered the Eric.
Go ahead. It's
I
your
just-
show.
I just remembered the Eric Clapton
Yeah.
title.
Okay, go.
Wonderful Tonight.
There you
That's
go.
your number one.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry. That's your number one. Sorry, I wasn't questioning it. I was just saying,
No,
like,
because
wow,
you know,
that's your number one.
you know, because of that one, I love the track, like the drums, the guitar. Well, guitar obviously, but the drums with it. It sounds like, you know, not to be like nostalgic about back home in the Philippines. You know, like,
right.
like when you
Wonderful. So I just have one question. What was her name?
Ooh.
She cut you deep. She cut you deep.
why
Bro,
you're going to-
let me rephrase the question. The question is, what is the music that you're gonna show off your audio system,
then
not
how-
the music that
and
you're
then
gonna
how'd
like
she hurt you,
sit
bro?
and cry. You're like, oh.
But you know, okay. Anyway, but you know, asking me that, if you ask any other audiophile, they'll probably have a test music that will have an emotional side things or tied into.
100%. Okay. Yes. We cannot talk about music. We
Without
cannot talk about
emotions.
without the emotions, right? Without a bookmark that reminds us of in our lives that we have. Wonderful.
Because-
Tonight. I love
because-
it.
yeah,
I'm gonna listen
because-
to that on the ride home. Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna judge a person that has a $10,000 system or $20,000 system,
We can judge.
and then
We can
listen to Britney Spears on it.
Whoa.
or-
Shout out Britney's back. Why are you hitting up Britney? Why are you calling names, man? Britney could be our guest here in the future. Hey.
Anyway.
Okay,
Kevin
okay,
Federer.
Okay, but
However,
anyway,
Wonderful Tonight.
Yes.
Yes, I remember that. You always play that. And I was blanking too, but now I remember.
Okay.
yes.
Sorry. But Dex,
Okay, how about you?
what's her name? Talk to me,
Anyway,
talk to me,
what
talk to
about
me.
you?
Ooh,
Hurt
Um,
you. Yeah.
You have to give us a song. You have
a
to
song. Okay, I'll give you a song. I'll put. I don't have a song, guys.
Yeah, come on.
give. You know, he's afraid to say about the Aladdin
yeah.
or something. The sound.
A whole new. No, it's like
Leah Salonga?
I'll put a John Coltrane. John Coltrane.
John
I don't. You're beautiful. By John Coltrane.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's mellow.
Yeah.
It has all the instruments and
yeah.
it sets you up because when
Yeah.
you're listening to when you have your audiophile when you're ready to set up, you're not. For me, when I'm sitting, it's unwinding, it's decompressing, right? Versus, I'm ready to dance. I have a few DJ friends, and yeah, when it's on, the beat's on, the body moves.
See,
right?
but I
Yeah.
think again, it comes back to what we were talking about earlier. It's the emotional side,
the emotional connection. There has to-
connection to your music that you wanna.
Yeah.
That's why we cannot be desensitized by the gear, the technology,
Yeah.
without the emotion.
But then again, there's people
This-
that will
this
show off,
sensitized,
right? There's
desensitized.
people that will show off the music that they really like into like this again. This is what caters to what the gear is made of for.
Okay.
So what type of music? So like you said earlier,
Is there a wide range? Is there a big difference, Dex?
oh, there is.
If I want to listen to heavy metal, the guitar, the shredding, classical music, jazz.
Because I feel like for me, for what I've listened to in various systems and from my experience of what I've seen out there, you can't have a classical jazz setup and listen hard rock metal music on it because it's just not going to
so
be
the
the same
technology
experience.
matters. So it changes. Okay.
Oh, because of the quality
And
of
from
the instruments,
speakers to amplifiers.
of course.
Yeah.
And I think that's when you call yourself an audiophile.
When you know what to base on your taste of music, what technology you're gonna bring to the table.
Exactly. And then, and I don't want to even start the vinyl versus streaming
Ooh.
topic because let's not even
Analog
go there.
versus digital.
Let's not even go there because it's
Is it how? What's the
Let's-
what's the
don't,
variance?
don't,
Is it
don't.
like really different? No. Is it like really different? It's like
I don't want to
just say.
I'm
is
going to
it-
be
is it really-
Switzerland.
Is it really different? Can you really?
I'm
see the
not
difference?
falling into that. We're not
Say it. You're on the spot. The camera's on. Is it really? Is it yes or no?
Cut.
Is it yes or no? Is it a difference? If I'm streaming versus like I'm putting the vinyl.
Let's put it this way.
Right.
It comes back to the emotional side of things.
What's her name? She hurt you deep, man. Holy smoke.
Because, if you're listening to vinyl, right, it's a whole different experience. And I'll be on record with this. There's no snap, crackle, pop on any vinyl if you're an audiophile because that's a no-no. Please, don't get into it sounds nostalgic because
It has a
there's
soul. The
crackle,
vinyl has
there's-
a soul.
No,
No,
that means you have bad vinyl. It's dirty.
Okay.
No.
For a quick rundown, give us the snap crackle is that
That's a no.
So it's a dirty vinyl.
Yes, you're supposed
It's
to clean.
not the soul of the vinyl. It's
no,
not soul
no,
music talking
no.
to you.
I think people
really.
Wow,
We're gonna get a lot of comments.
hit me
here, guys.
up. But I think people get it wrong when they're like, "Oh, I love the sound of vinyl because it sounds warm." It sounds warm because the speakers you're listening to are vintage or something.
So clean is clean.
It has to be clean because a true vinyl enthusiast will tell you that it needs to sound like a live recording or the recording where it's been through. That's how it should sound. It shouldn't sound like, again, a dust on a needle that's whatever. That's not nostalgia. That's just dirty. And that's wrong.
Speaking of dust and needle, so Ray,
Dust and needle.
this
Okay.
is like dust in the needle. So what are you getting influenced by Dex in terms of getting the gear for this audio?
I am. I'm learning a lot. Like for a small example was like he asked me what type of like earbuds I wear.
Oh.
And then he showed me, he's like, Ray, like you should get these ones. I'm like, why? Like, what's the difference between this? It's like the sound quality.
Are you an in-ear, over-ear?
No, I stopped wearing an ear. It just wasn't
Because of that dust in the needle, right? No, I'm just kidding.
just maybe dust, but I don't know about the needle part, right?
The eardrums.
Yeah,
you're
so
going over-ear.
over the ear, 100%, or obviously it's different when I'm working out. I wear shocks, so but when I truly listen, especially when I'm doing these edits.
So one of us here work out, which is you. No. So okay.
Yeah,
so
right?
So you got away from the okay.
Correct. Yeah. And also too, like I have a pair of Edifier speakers that I use to listen to.
What's an Edifier speaker?
It's just a brand.
Sorry. I thought it was a
yeah.
kind of. So it's like kind of. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
These speakers could be Edifiers, but
Right.
they're not.
They're not.
No.
Don't even.
I'm sorry. But yeah, so it's really the like what I'm listening to. It's like how do these sounds like actually produce the output, right? To best of my knowledge, anyway, right?
A lot of the car game, the audio car game has improved. When we were back in the
Big
early
time.
90s, late 80s, like early 90s, we were here. One of the things that, okay, we save up for a car, but after that, we save up for the sounds. for the
Yeah.
car. You got like your Alpines, your
Oh
Pioneers
yeah,
that you want to
beautiful decks.
change the decks.
Yeah.
You get the
Legos.
Sherry, you get the tuned-in, like the CD changer,
Yeah, man.
The 6-pack.
the 6-pack, and
Yeah.
if you take off the face, you know how old you are, right?
Yes.
Like, and this,
The detachable face stereos for
Man.
anti-theft.
and then also like you can hear the bass coming in from 2 blocks away from the rear. That was a culture.
That was the culture.
That was a culture.
And
That
I
was a
think,
culture.
you know what? That's a good topic.
Hang on, is that an audiophile? Is that considered audiophile? Oh, I just like.
I would say so. Because that's gear.
Well, but it's quality music. I've been through a few cars. Like my heart was beating.
It
But I have
depends.
a few with that.
Yeah.
Like great treble, great equalizers.
Yeah, so that's
great,
that's
like,
the, and that's it. That's the audio file that comes with it, right? It's like how crisp is the sound that's coming off from the built-in like your setup in from the car? Because some people will just like I just want like hard bass, thud thud thud, and like you could barely hear the lyrics that's come. But there's also guys and women that actually built their vehicles that's like you lit the clarity of like I'm like yo, how did you do that?
I heard this. I heard this joke from a Filipino comedian where like you got this car audio culture, like where like, but only Filipinos will blare out love songs. Love songs.
It's true. It's true.
With the bass, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like
You know,
What's up?
you
What's up?
hear air supply in the
there's
background.
I'm all out of it's like blaring, right? But it's like love song. Shout out to Republic.
I
We're
love
we're just
it.
emotional, right?
I
We're just
love
emotional.
it.
Yeah,
That's so
So
good.
yeah, you got that audio
But I
car
think, you know
culture,
what? I think that's a good topic that we should cover next time.
yeah.
Because
you just outlined 5 topics you want to cover next time.
No, because
I
you're
don't want to
digging
commit
up-
ourselves.
you're digging a lot of things. And
yes,
because
yes.
the audiophile goes deep.
Yes.
And it's more than the gear. I think it's about the culture now.
Home, car, mobile Walkman. Tell us your first portable sound Walkman, iPod,
Yes.
Discman.
Discman.
You know the Discman
No,
that you
with
put
the gooseneck?
You put the gooseneck. You put in the car so the anti-movement.
There's a good.
Everyone's walking with the yellow. Like, oh man.
The Sony Walkman Discmans. Oh, they were the
Sony,
best.
For a lot of generations watching that right now, they're like, "What are these Tito's?"
Tito's like talking about.
Talking
So, like,
about.
yeah. It's
all about vintage now.
Do you think cassettes are back?
Oh, they're never been gone.
Stop. That's too hot of a take. Vinyls came back.
No, okay.
What do you mean vinyls came back? They never left.
They never left.
They've
CDs never
always
left.
been there. Yeah.
Tapes never
same
left.
thing with like the VHS look.
Are
Like
we-
everyone's going back to like looking retro.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Look
saying?
at your filters in your
Okay,
phone.
so
You have VHS
on.
120.
Yeah.
Alright.
Everyone wants fisheye lenses. I'm like, well, what's going on here?
so that's a good set. We're gonna continue this conversation. Thanks for having us in your living room, in your laptops, in your break. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for hanging out all these Titos. Thank you for having us. Appreciate it. Until next. Thanks.
Cut.